Hi, this is Poppy from Shanti Bee, and this is a pregnancy yoga class for active Newcastle. So this session is suitable for women past 14 weeks of pregnancy, so that's second and third trimesters. And for this class, you will need 2 yoga bricks or a couple of books, a yoga strap or a scarf, and also a blanket or a towel. And we're going to start in a comfortable seated position. So you can either kneel or you might want to sit in a cross-legged position on the mat. If you're feeling a little bit tight in the hips today, I recommend sitting on a brick. So this is going to help to tilt the pelvis. It'll also help you sit taller. And resting the hands somewhere comfortable, so on the knees or maybe down on the lap. And we're just going to soften the gaze or close down the eyes. And before we get started with this class, please remember that this is your practice. So if you need to rest at any time, then please do. It's really, really important to listen to your body throughout the class. So just taking a few moments to feel settled and grounded on your mat. Noticing how you're feeling today. So any areas of tension in the body. Any emotions that might be coming up for you. And just allowing any thoughts to pass through the mind. So you're not holding onto one, you're not pushing away another. Just allowing them to come and go. And we'll bring our awareness onto our breath. So still breathing normally, but just beginning to notice any movement that the breath is creating in the body. So the gentle rise and fall of the belly and the chest. Slowing down each inhale. And slowing down each exhale. So breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply. And bringing the right hand onto your belly, so onto baby. Left hand onto the heart center. Beginning to breathe into your belly space, feeling it rise and expand. Exhaling out, feel the belly fall away. Breathing in deeply again, inflating the belly. And exhaling out to deflate. Breathing in deeply. And exhaling fully. Breathing into the belly, and this time drawing your breath up into the chest, so feeling your ribs expand. Exhaling out and then from the belly. So breathing in deeply, draw the breath all the way to the top. Exhale to release. One more deep breath in, so draw your breath all the way up to the top. Exhaling out. Just coming back to your normal breath. Just resting here for a few more between your heart and to your baby. Maybe setting an intention for your practice today. So this could be a word. Could be an affirmation. Maybe you want to dedicate your practice to someone. It's anything that resonates with you and that you can come back to throughout the class. And we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling fully through the mouth. Again, deep breath in. Full breath out. And bringing the hands down onto the knees. So keeping the eyes closed, we're going to shrug the shoulders. So draw the shoulders all the way up towards the ears and relaxing them back down. So we're breathing in to lift the shoulders, exhaling to release. Breathing in deeply and exhaling out one more time. Breathing in, draw the shoulders up as high as you can go, and exhaling down. Bringing the hands that the palms are facing the ceiling. And if you have got your eyes closed, you can begin to flicker them back open. On your next breath in, reaching the arms towards the ceiling, pressing the hands together, and then drawing the hands down into prayer at chest center. Interlocking the fingers and pushing the hands away. And we're just going to work into the upper back here. So you can rock from side to side. You might want to make some circles with the body. It's anything that feels good for you. Taking the hands back up and bringing the hands down to the knees. We're going to do this one more time. Breathing in to reach up. Exhale, hands down. Interlocking the fingers, pushing away, and working into your upper back. So this is quite a nice one to do first thing in the morning. So help stretch out your upper back. Taking the hands up and bringing the hands back down towards the knees. So if you're sitting on your brick, we're just going to remove that. So you're sitting directly on the mat. Taking the right hand about a hand's distance away from the right hip. And we're just going to take a gentle bend into the elbow. Reaching up through the left arm. So the fingers are spread wide. Breathing out. Inhaling as you reach. And as we exhale, take the arm over the head. So the palm is facing the floor. You might want to take a deeper bend into your right elbow. We just want to be stretching out the left side of the body. You might want to close down your eyes, just enjoying that stretch. Taking deep breaths in, deep breath out. One more time, breathing in. Exhaling out as you lift back up into neutral. So switching sides, the left hand presses down, bending into the elbow. Breathing in, reaching through the arm. Exhaling out. Inhale to reach. And exhale, taking the arm over the head, palm faces the floor. Keep pressing down through the right side of your body. So you're actively pressing down through the right sit bone and through the right knee. Just a few more breaths here. And making your way back upright. So we're going to do this again. So right hand down. Inhale to reach. Exhaling out. Inhale to reach. And then exhale, taking the arm over the head. And you might even want to bring your forearm down onto the mat, or if you need a little bit of height, you could always use your brick or your book. It's just an option. Another inhale. And making your way back upright. So let's switch sides. Left hand down, breathing in, right arm up. Exhaling out. Inhale to reach. And exhale, taking the arm over the head. Palm faces the floor. Noticing where you're feeling this stretch in your body. And making your way back into neutral. So we're going to bring both hands onto the knees or maybe just on your thighs. We're going to take some spinal rotations. So as you breathe in, we're going to draw the chest forwards, draw the shoulders. As we exhale, we're going to round into the spine. So we're bringing the shoulders forwards this time. Breathing in deeply, exhaling out. So you can make these circles as big or as little as you want. You can move as you want. So whatever feels good for you. Waking up the spine. And reversing the direction. So breathing in to lean forwards and exhaling to lean back. Coming into neutral. So we'll take a few neck stretches. So taking the right hand around the head and bringing the left hand down onto the mat. So you can either press the palm of your hand down, you might want to stay on your fingertips. Draw the right ear down towards the right shoulder. So you should be able to feel a nice stretch down the side of the neck. It's keeping the head lifted, so the chin is nice and level. So you're not forcing your head down, you're simply guiding it with the right hand. Just taking your deep breath. And if you'd like a bit more of an intense stretch, you can take your left hand onto your left shoulder and press the shoulder down. So it should almost feel as if you're pulling your hands away from each other. And this will just help to stretch out the side of the neck. Very, very slowly lifting your head back upright. Switching sides, so right hand down, left hand goes around the head, guiding the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Just noticing the journey of your breath as it flows in and out of your body. Right hand onto the right shoulder. And lifting back up really slowly. Once you're back in neutral, bringing the hands onto the knees, we'll have a nice shrug of the shoulders. So draw the shoulders all the way up towards the ears and relaxing them down. Into lift, exhaling to release. Breathing in and exhaling out. Another time, breathing in deeply and exhaling out. So reaching the arms out in front. Fingers are spread wide. As you inhale, we're going to open the arms up. So we're drawing the shoulders back, lifting up through the center of the chest. The gaze might go up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, rounding into the spine, bringing the hands forward, releasing the chin down to the chest. Inhaling deeply, opening up the arms, gazing up. Breathing out, rounding into the spine, releasing the head. A few more times, just moving with your breath, making these really nice fluid movements. So just helping to wake up the spine. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Making your way back into neutral, hands on the knees, making any movements that feel good for you. And from here, we're going to move into a tabletop position. So coming onto your hands and knees, just checking here with your alignment. So you want your hands to be slightly wider than shoulder distance apart, and your knees are slightly wider than hip distance apart. So you want to make lots of space for your baby bump. We'll move through a variation, neutral, lengthened spine. As we inhale towards the ceiling, exhaling out, rounding into the back, pushing the mat away. Inhale, neutral spine, taking the gaze up. And exhaling out, rounding into the spine, really trying to push the mat away here. So you're hollowing out the armpits. And continuing with your cat and cows. So we're breathing in to lift the head, neutral spine, and exhale, rounding into the back. So we just want to stretch the upper back. Breathing in and exhaling out. Coming back into neutral. So we'll make a few circles with the body here. So taking your body weight over towards your left wrist, over to the right wrist, towards the right heel, the left heel. So you're just working your way around like this, moving as quickly or as slowly as you want, making the circles as big or as little as you want. This is going to help to warm up the wrists. Reversing the direction. And coming back in. We're just going to sway through tension. And when you're ready, finding stillness. Extending the left foot back. So the toes are tucked on the mat, and we're going to push the mat away. So it's like we're trying to draw the heel down towards the mat. Now you can either stay here, you might be feeling quite a nice stretch down the back of the leg, or another option is just to rock forwards and backwards. So each time you push back, seeing if you can draw the heel that little bit closer down towards the mat. To neutral, so into stillness. From here, we're going to lift the left foot away from the mat. Now, we just want to check back and see that the leg is roughly in line with the body and that the foot is flexed. So imagine that you're pushing your foot against a wall. So you're nice and strong in that leg. If you're feeling nice and steady here, you can begin to extend your right arm out in front. So the fingers are spread wide, but we just want to check in here that the belly isn't beginning to collapse down. So we don't want this curve in the spine. We want to imagine that we're drawing your baby back towards the spine. This is going to help to engage the core muscles. So breathing in deeply, exhaling out. So we're working all of the muscles in the back. We're using the glutes, the core. One more breath and release. So having a shake through the hips, you might want to have a shake out through the wrists. Extending the left leg back again. Toes are tucked on the mat. Now from here, we're going to spin the right leg. So as if the toes are facing about 5 o'clock. Transferring the weight into the right hand and into the extending the left arm towards the ceiling. So you're coming into a variation of side plank. Keep reaching through the fingertips, either gazing up towards the ceiling or maybe straight ahead. It just depends on how your neck is feeling today. If you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, you can lift your left leg away from the mat. So focusing on the breath, deep inhales and deep exhales. One more breath in. If your leg is lifted, beginning to lower, we're going to keep the left arm where it is. So we're breathing in. As you exhale, take the arm over the head. So the palm is facing the floor. Breathing in to reach up. Exhale to reach the arm back. Inhale up. Exhale, arm reaches forwards. Breathing in. Exhale back. Reaching up, left hand down to the mat, left knee down to the mat. So making any movements that you'd like here. And we'll set up for the other side. So right leg extends back, toes tucked on the mat, pushing the mat away. So you're drawing your heel down towards the mat, enjoying that stretch that's running down the leg. Either staying in stillness or maybe rocking forwards and backwards. So we're just easing into it. You might want to move with your breath here. So maybe inhaling as you rock forwards and breathing out as you rock back. Inhale forwards, breathing out back. Coming into neutral. Lifting the right leg away from the mat. So again, imagining that you're pushing your foot against the wall, staying strong in the legs. So the glutes are engaged. Either staying here or maybe extending the left arm out in front. So again, imagining that you're drawing your baby back towards the spine, engaging the core muscles. So holding here. One more inhale. And exhaling to release. Left hand down, right knee down, moving through the hips. Maybe shaking out your wrists. And we'll set up again. So right leg back, toes tucked on the mat. Spinning the left foot, so toes face about 7 o'clock. Transfer the weight into the left hand and into the left knee. Extend. Fingers are spread wide. So either staying here, or if you'd like that extra challenge, then lifting the right leg away from the mat. Just making sure that you're actively pressing the mat away through the left hand. Deep breath in. And lowering the foot if it is lifted. Deep inhale. Taking the arm over the head, palm faces the floor as we exhale. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, arm back. Breathing in, arm up. Exhale, arm over the head. Inhale to reach up. Reach the arm back. Inhale, arm up. And then bringing the hand down onto the mat, bringing the knee down onto the mat. So making any movements that you need here. And then we're going to come into a child's pose. So you can take the knees a little bit wider. See if you can bring your big toes to touch. Sinking the weight back towards the heels. Now there's a few options here. So if you would like to create a little bit more space for your bump, you can stay on your hands, keep the chest lifted, the head is lifted, so you're gazing forwards, but we're just sinking the weight back towards the heels. Or if you'd like to go a little bit deeper into this, you can walk your hands forward, maybe resting the forehead down on a brick or maybe directly on your mat. So just taking a few moments here, reconnecting with your breath. Allowing your body to feel heavy against the mat. Maybe even having a little rock through the hips, rocking through the forehead if it's pressing down. Noticing what parts of your body are connected with the mat. So your hands, maybe even your forearms. Your knees, your shins, the tops of the feet, maybe your forehead. And we'll take a deep breath in through the nose and a deep breath out through the mouth. Walking the hands back. So you'll be sitting on the heels. And once you're sitting nice and tall, just bringing the knees a little bit closer together. So the knees are about hip distance apart. And we're just going to come into a gentle twist. So bringing the right hand onto the mat behind the right hip. So you can either stay on your fingertips or you might want to take your brick or your book so you've got some height there. Bringing the left hand onto the right knee. Breathing into sit tall, reaching through the crown of the head. And as we exhale, we're just going to very gently twist. So we don't want to twist the body too much, just as if your body is facing over your right knee, and that is enough. Just drawing that right shoulder back. It's a very, very gentle twist for the spine. And back into the center. So having a shrug of the shoulders, and we'll switch sides. So moving your brick over to the left side. So left hand behind the left hip, right hand onto the left knee. Breathing in, sit tall, exhale, very gently twisting your body. So as if your body is facing over your left knee, a very slight angle. Keep reaching through the crown of the head. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Coming back into the center, removing your brick if you were using one. We'll just have a shrug of the shoulders. And then coming back into your tabletop position. Through the hips. And we're going to step the right foot to the outside edge of the right hand. So if you want a little bit of height, you might want to use your bricks or your books underneath your hands here. It does help to create that bit of extra space for your baby bump. And we're just going to rock forwards and backwards, easing into the hip space. Just trying to keep the head and the chest lifted if you can. So the gaze is forwards. You might want to make some circles with your body, just easing into it. If you have sensitive knees as well, you can always place your blanket or your towel underneath your left knee. And coming into stillness. So shoulders are stacked above the wrists. We're going to set up for a low lunge here. So releasing your grip of your bricks or of the mat, and we're going to lift the arms. So staying nice and neutral and lengthened through the spine, engaging the glutes. If you're feeling okay in the hips today, you might want to sink a little bit deeper. So you're getting a bit more of a stretch in the left quad, but this is just an option. So breathing in deeply, exhaling out. Another deep breath in. And exhale, taking the hands down onto the mat or onto your brick. Tucking the left toe, lifting the left knee away. And we're going to push off the ball of the back foot. So we're going to step the left foot to the top of the mat. Just removing your bricks if you were using them. Very slowly peeling up into a standing position. So imagining each bone in the spine stacking on top of each other as you ripple up and coming into a mountain pose. So arms are down the sides of the body, palms are facing the front. You can take a gentle bend into the knees if that feels good for you. Drawing down through the tailbone and reaching through the crown of the head. So you're standing tall. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Just reconnecting with the breath. On your next inhale, reaching the arms to the ceiling. Press the hands together, draw the hands down. So we're going to do this a few more times. Breathing in to reach up. Exhale, hands down. One more time. Breathing in, reaching up. As we exhale, bending into the knees. Now we're going to float the hands back down towards the mat. So you might want to take your bricks, pop your hands on your bricks. Now stepping the left foot back from where we picked it up from. Lower the left knee. We're going to sweep the arms up into a low lunge. Lovely. And then bringing the hands back down. Stepping the right knee back. So you're in your tabletop position. And we'll take a cat and cow here. So keeping a neutral spine, take the gaze up. Exhale out, rounding into the back. Neutral spine, gazing up. Exhaling out. Coming into neutral. So we're going to switch sides. So stepping the left foot forwards this time, outside edge of the hand. Maybe using your bricks for some height, and we're just going to rock forwards and backwards, easing into the hips. Maybe making those circles if that feels good for you. Keeping the head and the chest lifted if you can. Nice deep breaths. And coming into neutral. So setting up for your low lunge. So engaging through the glutes, lifting through the arms. So fingers are spread wide, they're reaching up towards the ceiling, maybe sinking that little bit deeper. So feeling that stretch in the right quads. But remember, that is just an option. So if it feels better for you, then just stay in that neutral position. Focusing on the breath, opening up the arms quite wide if you have any tension in your neck or in your shoulders. And bringing the hands back down onto the bricks or onto the mat. Tucking the right toe, lifting the knee away. Now from here, we're going to push off the ball of the foot. So we're coming into that standing position at the top of the mat. You might want to have a little rock through the hips and then making your way into standing. So nice and slowly rippling the body up, shrugging the shoulders, standing tall. Maybe taking a gentle bend into the knees. Imagine that you're drawing your tailbone down towards, reaching through the crown of the head. Reconnecting with your breath. So steady inhales and steady exhales. Next breath in, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Breathing in to reach up. Exhaling, hands down. One more time, breathing in. Now, as we exhale, bending into the knees, take the hands down towards the mat, maybe finding your bricks. Stepping the right foot back, pressing the right knee down into the mat, setting up for your low lunge. So reaching through the fingertips as we inhale deeply and breathing out, hands back down. Stepping in to your tabletop position. Let's take some cat and cow. So as we inhale, gazing up, exhale, rounding into the spine. Inhale up, exhaling out. One more time, breathing in, exhaling out. Coming into your child's pose. So bringing the toes to touch, knees nice and wide, sinking your hips back towards the heels. So either staying on your hands, keeping the spine long and lengthened, chest and head are lifted, or perhaps you want to walk the hands forwards, melting your body down towards the mat. So making sure you have plenty of space for your baby. Remember, you can always pop a brick underneath the forehead if you want. And let's walk the hands back. So you're sitting on your heels, just popping your brick over to one side if you were using them. And from here, we're just going to swing the legs out in front. So you're sitting directly on the mat. So bringing the legs nice and wide, the left leg. So as if the leg is facing about 11 o'clock, the foot is flexing back towards you. You're sitting tall, breathing in deeply. And as we exhale, just walking the hands forwards a fraction. So either staying on your fingertips, you might want to press the palms of the hands down, or maybe using your bricks for some height. So enjoying the stretch down the back of the leg, focusing on keeping the spine lengthened. And making your way back upright. So this time we're just going to take the left hand onto the left leg. So you might want to rest the hand on the thigh. Maybe you could reach your foot. If you feel like you're beginning to collapse into it, slumping over, then just guiding your body back. We want to keep some length running through the spine. But as we inhale, reaching through the right arm. And as you exhale, take the arm over the head. So it's if you're trying to reach your right hand towards your left foot, pressing down through the right side of the body. And making your way back upright. So switching sides, right leg extends out, flexing the foot back. Left sole of the foot inside of the leg. Breathing in, sitting tall. And exhale to walk the hands forwards. You're coming into a very slight fold, keeping the head and the chest lifted, long spine. Focusing on the breath and flexing the foot back towards you. So you're nice and strong in the right leg. And walking the hands back, lifting yourself upright. So right hand presses down onto the right legs, maybe on the thigh, maybe you can reach your foot, maybe just the shin. Reaching up through the left arm. Exhale, taking the arm over the head, palm faces the floor. Keep pressing down. And making your way back upright. So we're going to come back into a comfortable seated position. So you can either kneel or you can sit cross-legged, or maybe on your brick if you want a little bit of height. Before we move into our relaxation of Shavasana, we're going to finish with a few breathing exercises. So we'll be doing alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to press your left hand down onto your left knee and take the pointy finger and the middle finger of the right hand onto the center of the forehead. And we're going to be controlling the nostrils with the thumb and with the ring finger. So closing the left nostril with the ring finger, breathing in deeply through the right nostril. Closing the right nostril, exhaling through the left. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. So just continuing at your own pace, using your breath as your guide. Each inhale is the same length as each exhale. Well, this is a really nice one to help regulate the nervous system, helps you find a moment of calmness throughout your day. That's 2 more times. And once you finish, bringing your right hand down onto your right knee, we'll take a deep breath through both nostrils this time. So breathing in deeply. Full breath out through the mouth. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling out. One more time. Just taking a few moments here. Maybe taking your hands onto your baby. Maybe sending a message, just taking these next few moments for that connection. And let's make our way into Shavasana. So lying on the side of your body, the left side. If you have a pillow, you might want to pop it on the side so you've got something for your right leg to rest on. But we're just going to make a little pillow for the head, or if you have got another pillow, you can pop one underneath the head. Maybe taking your blanket or your towel over your body so you're nice and warm. Just taking these final few moments for yourself. Resetting. Recharging. Noticing any sensations in your body. So maybe you can feel a gentle tickle of energy pulsing around. Taking this time to absorb all of that energy that you've built up during the class. Just knowing that at this time, everything is as it should be. You are exactly where you need to be. Bringing some gentle movements into your toes and into your fingers, just giving them a little wiggle. Making your way into a comfortable seated position, so moving really slowly. Sitting tall. Resting the hands on the knees or down on the lap. Just taking a few moments to notice how you're feeling now compared to at the beginning of the class. So maybe something has shifted. Maybe some aches and pains have gone. Or maybe you feel exactly the same. Taking the right hand onto your baby, the left hand onto the heart center. And just taking a moment to think of your intention if you set one for your practice today. Holding it in your mind, whether it was a word, an affirmation, or that person. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. Just feeling your body release and ground down as you exhale. So one more time, inhale. Breathing back out. Let's take the hands into prayer at chest center. So thanking yourself for practicing today and for all of your energy. Lifting the thumbs up to meet the center of the forehead and taking a small bow towards your practice. Flickering the eyes back open. And that is the end of our pregnancy yoga flow for today. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it.